When a woman deeply loves you, she doesn't always say, "I love you." Sometimes she says something that sounds small, but means everything. It might be, "I miss you," or "be safe," or even, "I'm proud of you." But here's the truth most men never realize: a woman reveals her love not through grand gestures, but through the quiet words she says when no one's watching. Those small sentences hide the deepest emotions. And if you know how to listen, you'll hear the truth behind them. Because women don't just express love. They speak it in codes, in phrases that tell you how deeply she's invested and how scared she is of losing you. So before you scroll away, listen carefully, because in this video, you'll understand the 5 hidden things a woman says only when she's deeply in love. You'll see how her tone changes. You'll understand why her silence sometimes speaks louder than words. And by the end, you'll know exactly how to recognize real love before it's too late. Most men never figure this out, and that's why they keep falling for the wrong kind of affection. But not you, because you're here and this video will open your eyes. And hey, if you want to understand female psychology, not games, not manipulation, but the truth, then make sure you subscribe and hit that like button. We upload daily about red flags, dating advice, and real human connection, so stay till the end, because this one will change the way you hear women forever. Now let's get real. Why this happens, you see, women rarely say exactly what they feel. Not because they're hiding something, but because love, for them, is emotional risk. A woman's heart isn't built to open easily. She's been taught that showing too much emotion means weakness. So instead of saying, "I love you," she says, "I trust you." Instead of saying, "Don't leave me," she says, "I'm okay." Her words are her armor and her mirror. They reflect how much she feels, but also how afraid she is to lose herself. When a woman deeply loves you, her subconscious takes over. She starts expressing love in protective ways through care, curiosity, and small affirmations. But if you don't understand her language, you might mistake love for distance, or even confusion. That's why so many men misread genuine affection. They look for fireworks, but real love isn't loud. It's gentle. It's quiet. It's patient. Psychologically, when a woman's emotional bond strengthens, her communication shifts. She focuses on connection, not attention. She starts saying things that reveal trust, vulnerability, and fear are all in one sentence. And when you hear these words, don't take them lightly. Because behind every "I'm proud of you," every "be careful," every "I'm here if you need me," there's a silent "I love you." But here's where it gets real. These signs don't show up overnight. They appear only when a woman's walls come down, when she's seen your consistency, your calmness, your energy. When she finally believes she's safe with you. That's when love starts speaking through her behavior, not just her lips. So in this video, we'll break down 5 powerful things a woman says when she's truly in love, and what each one secretly means. Each one of them tells a story about how her heart works, what she fears, and what she hopes you never forget. Ready? Let's start with the first sign. Sign 1, she says, "Take care." Now, here's where it begins. The first thing a woman says when she's falling deeply in love isn't "I love you." It's something that sounds simple, almost ordinary. She says, "Take care." You might hear it when you're leaving after a long day, or maybe through a quick text late at night. But what she really means is deeper than those 2 words. When a woman says, "Take care," she's not talking about your health, she's talking about you. It's her way of saying, "You matter to me, even when I'm not there." That's emotional investment. Women use care as a language of love. It's not about control or worry. It's about protection, not of your body, but of your peace. Think about it. When a woman doesn't care, she's distant. Her texts are short. Her tone is cold. She's detached. But when she starts saying, "Don't skip your meals," or "Get home safe," it means you've entered her emotional world. She's starting to think about you when you're not around. In female psychology, this is the nurturing phase. It happens when emotional safety begins to build. Her natural instinct to protect and care comes forward, but she hides it behind casual words. So when you hear "Take care," don't just smile and move on. Pause. Feel it. Because she's not saying it to everyone, she's saying it to you. And whether she knows it or not, that's love in its most innocent form. Sign 2. She says, I miss you. Now, this one is powerful and dangerous. Because when a woman says, I miss you, it reveals how deeply she's already attached. But here's the truth: most women don't say, I miss you for attention. They say it when your absence actually hurts, when your silence feels too long, when the moments without you feel heavier than usual. It's not about being clingy. It's about emotional connection. When she misses you, it means she's built a space for you in her daily rhythm, and now that space feels empty. You might think she's being dramatic, but inside, her emotions are tied to your energy. Women don't get attached through physical presence first. They connect through emotional consistency. When she says, I miss you, she's saying, I feel something when you're gone. I replay your words when I can't hear them. I'm afraid I'm falling for you. That's vulnerability disguised as casual conversation. It's her opening up and hoping you don't take it lightly. From a psychological view, this moment is crucial, because when a woman misses you, her attachment style begins to form. She starts associating safety, comfort, and happiness with your presence. And here's what most men get wrong: they ignore it. They assume it's just another message, but it's not. When she tells you she misses you, she's not fishing for validation. She's given you a piece of her heart, quietly, carefully. And your response will either deepen her trust or make her build walls again. So, when she says, I miss you, don't just say, I miss you too, automatically. Say something that shows you feel it too. Because for her, love isn't about hearing the words back. It's about feeling understood. A woman who says, take care, and I miss you isn't playing games. She's letting you peek into her real emotions. She's testing if you can handle the softness behind her strength. Because women who love deeply love carefully. They give small hints first, hoping you'll recognize what's behind them. And if you do, that's when she starts saying the next thing, something more intimate, something that reveals how close you've truly become. We'll talk about next. Sign 3. She says, I'm proud of you. This one, it's not just affection, it's admiration. When a woman says, I'm proud of you, she's no longer looking at you as just someone she likes. She sees you as a man she respects. And for women, that means everything, because respect is what separates attraction from devotion. When she says she's proud of you, it means she's been watching not just what you do, but how you do it. How you handle pressure. How you stay calm when life hits hard. How you choose discipline over excuses. She's not cheering for your success. She's admiring your character. You see, love for women is emotional, but respect is psychological. A woman can be physically attracted to you, but she can only fall deeply in love when she respects the man you are. When she says, I'm proud of you, she's saying, I see your growth. I see your fight. I see how you're trying, and that matters to me. It's her way of saying, I believe in you. That's not flirtation. That's emotional loyalty. And here's the thing. When a woman loves you, she becomes part of your mission without even realizing it. Your wins feel like her wins. Your pain feels like her pain. She starts standing by you in silence because she knows your strength speaks for both of you. So when she says, I'm proud of you, don't brush it off. Don't joke about it. Look her in the eyes and understand that she's not praising your moment. She's acknowledging your manhood. That's when love becomes partnership. That's when she starts to see you not as a phase, but as home. Sign 4. She says, I feel safe with you. Now this one is the most powerful of all. Because when a woman says, I feel safe with you, she's not talking about the world outside. She's talking about the world inside her. Understand this. Most women don't feel safe opening up. They've been judged, hurt, or made to feel too emotional. So they build walls, beautiful walls that protect them, but also keep love out. When she says, I feel safe with you, that wall just cracked. That's trust raw and real. It means she can show you her real self, without makeup, without filters, without pretending. She can cry and not feel weak. She can talk and not fear you'll use her words against her later. And that right there is the highest form of love a woman can feel. Because love without safety doesn't last. She might not always say it out loud. Sometimes it's in her body language. She relaxes around you. Her voice softens. Her eyes don't guard you anymore. She stops performing and just is. That's when she knows you're different. Because for her, safety means freedom. Freedom to express. Freedom to be soft. Freedom to be silent and still feel loved. And this is where many men mess up. They mistake that comfort for boredom. They think love has lost its spark, when in reality, it's finally become real. Because when a woman says, "I feel safe with you," she's saying, "I trust you with my emotions. I believe you won't hurt me." And in her world, that's the biggest confession of love there is. A woman who says, "I'm proud of you and I feel safe with you," is no longer in the talking stage. She's emotionally connected. Her soul is invested. She's crossed the line between liking you and choosing you. But there's one more thing, the final sign. The one that shows her love has become permanent, and that's what we'll uncover next. Sign 5, I don't want to lose you. When a woman deeply loves you, this line slips out, sometimes softly, sometimes during a fight, sometimes when you pull away. She might not say it with words at first, but you'll feel it. In the way her voice shakes when she says goodbye. In the way she tries to fix small misunderstandings fast. In the way her silence suddenly becomes heavy when she feels distance growing. When she says, "I don't want to lose you," it's not just a sentence. It's an emotional confession. Because for women, vulnerability is hard. They protect their hearts with layers of pride and independence. But when she drops those walls, that's when love becomes real. This line means you've reached the part of her she doesn't show the world, the part that's scared to be abandoned, the part that finally feels safe enough to need you. But here's the truth, this is also the moment that tests you. Because when a woman shows her emotional honesty, you must not exploit it. Don't use her softness as your power. Meet it with calm, steady energy. If you do, that's when love deepens. Not through control, through emotional safety. And that's what makes this the 5th and most powerful sign. When a woman deeply loves you, she starts fearing life without you. Not because she's weak, but because, finally, she's found peace with you. Now that you know the signs, let's talk about something most men never do. They notice the signs, but they don't value themselves enough to act right. See, when a woman deeply loves you, it's beautiful, but it's also powerful. And if you don't know how to hold that power with calm confidence, you might lose it. So here's the truth. The moment you stop chasing, the moment you stop begging for validation, that's when everything shifts. Because when a man stands in silence, when he respects himself enough to pull back instead of explaining himself endlessly, she feels it. She feels that gap, that space. It's not ego, it's energy. When you walk away with calmness, you're not punishing her, you're protecting your peace. And believe me, she notices. She starts replaying your words, your tone, your energy. Because for the first time, she feels the absence of your attention, and that's louder than any text or call. So if she truly loves you, your silence becomes her mirror. It shows her the truth of how much she actually cares. And if she doesn't, well, that silence saves you from chasing someone who is never ready for your kind of love. That's how you flip the power. Not through manipulation, not through games, but through self-respect. You don't prove your worth to her. You remember it for yourself. And when she sees that, when she sees a man who knows his value, who doesn't beg for love, who walks with quiet strength, she can't help but be drawn to him again. Because that kind of energy, it's rare. It's magnetic. It's masculine in the purest form. Now listen, you've probably been the man who gave too much. The man who stayed even when it hurt. The man who tried to explain his love to someone who wasn't listening. But you don't have to be that man anymore. You've learned how she speaks when she loves. You've learned that real love doesn't need to be chased, it needs to be respected. So from this point forward, walk differently. When you see the signs of love, appreciate them, but don't lose yourself in them. Let her come close, but stay grounded. Because the moment you make your peace your priority, you'll attract the kind of woman who speaks your language, respect, loyalty, and calm love. And remember, women may be emotional, but they're also deeply intuitive. They can feel when a man's energy changes, when he becomes confident, peaceful, and whole without needing her approval. That's when everything shifts. So don't chase. Don't beg. Lead with stillness. That's how you earn both her respect and her love. Now, let's close with this. If you've ever wondered whether a woman truly loves you, pay attention to what she says when you're not asking for love. Pay attention to how she speaks when you're quiet. That's where her truth hides. And if you've been through pain, heartbreak, or confusion, let this video be a reminder. You're not hard to love. You just need the right kind of woman and the right kind of strength within yourself. Because when a woman deeply loves you, she'll say it in 100 little ways. But when you deeply respect yourself, you'll feel it in every part of your life. Now we've covered everything. And now it's your turn. Take this knowledge, take your calm confidence, and go become that man who doesn't chase love, but commands it through presence and peace. If you didn't understand something, watch this again. Every line has meaning. And if this helped you, hit that subscribe button, like the video, and drop a comment below. Tell us what kind of signs you've noticed when a woman truly loved you. Because your story might be the one another man needs to hear today. So now you can go with the next video that's showing on screen, and remember, you're the prize.